In 2017, former Marine Brian Brown-Easley handed a note to a clerk at a Wells Fargo in Marietta, Georgia that said, "I have a bomb." His motivation behind the resulting robbery is chronicled in the upcoming thriller drama Breaking, starring John Boyega. It reveals how Easley's actions were fueled by his mental health struggles caused by war and his quest to get money that he felt the government owed him. With an escalating hostage situation and lives at stake, the film is equally as thrilling as it is tragic. Take a look.
Is this what I need to do?
No, we're gonna take care of
this. What I need to do? Okay. Is this what you need? Is this all the motivation you need to give me what I need? You have hostages in here, ma'am. Hostages, and they scared. They scared for their damn lives. I need a phone call.
You can feel the intensity there. Joining us now is actor John Boyega in the studio with us, and director and screenwriter Abi Damaris Corbin. She is joining us via Zoom. Abi, John, thank you both so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
I mean, let's just start right off with that gripping scene.
Yeah.
I'm so curious because when we talk about the stereotypical bank robber, right, they're motivated by greed. But this is something totally different. This is somebody who went into a bank and asked for $892.34.
Right.
How do you channel playing a role of somebody who's alive and such a multifaceted character?
I think it starts off with Abi and the accessibility to research. We have a lot of documentation that surrounded the case. Brian himself, access to the family, you know, so his ex-wife Jessica told me about his speech, the way in which he spoke, such quite soft-spoken young man. CCTV footage, unfortunately, images, a whole bunch of information that I had to take in just to portray this amazing man in this amazing story.
And so many veterans, you know, they want to be seen and heard and feel that they are owned something, and perhaps rightfully so. Did you do that research, or how did you connect with that veteran spirit?
I had to, because I don't have any family members that actually serve, and I don't have any extended friends, nothing. So for me, I had to transcend, go past myself, and find individuals at that time to speak to. Abby's in a fantastic position. I mean, her father, who has served, gave us a lot of, you know, pointers, and Abi herself, who has been deeply related to those issues, also gave me some motivation and help and information. So we really worked hard with our quick turnaround time, by the way, before shooting, to just get all the information right to portray this man.
And Abi, going to get right to you in a moment, but last performance from Michael K. Williams, what was it like connecting with him on multiple levels, just working with him, but also as fellow veterans? I
feel like Michael is one of my inspirations for getting into acting in the first place. I admire a lot of the people that worked on The Wire, HBO's The Wire, and Boardwalk Empire, and to have him included in this film and to portray this role in such a way. I mean, he plays the negotiator, someone that's supposed to become with a level of empathy, also a level of authority, and that balance that Michael K. played, man, just shows why he's one of the most versatile actors in the game. So.
And Abi, your father was also a veteran, and you've said that when you heard about this story, you immediately had a strong feeling of empathy. Tell us about why you connected so much with this story and when you decided that it needed to be a film.
You know, a friend actually texted me the article about Brian Brown-Easley. I pulled over to the side of the road and read the whole 40-page thing in one sitting. My heart was broken, and nobody else had heard this story. It hadn't made it to a broad level. So I wanted to make sure that it was told. I recognized my dad's story in it, and I'm so grateful to be here with you today so that we can tell Brian's story.
And unfortunately, so many of our veterans struggle with PTSD and the feeling of being lost in the system, lost in the world, perhaps. Watching the film, it feels like that's the message that Brown-Easley is trying to get across in some way. Abi, you've studied how these struggles impact veterans as both a director as well as a writer. How did you balance portraying those issues with words and emotions all through the experience of just one person?
Well, I was really fortunate to partner with John here. He came in with an immense amount of craft. As an actor, he's able to hold the duality of the heart, the empathy, the action. So you put all that down on the page in conjunction with Brian's wife, and John just lets it out.
What do you draw on for that? I mean, just even in that one scene where we just saw that desperation and panic?
I think it's the frustration of the detail. It's the collective notes from various veteran individuals who haven't got the opportunity. That frustration is able to be manifested in that bank in a way that's just dynamic, and in a way that shows his true anger and concern for his livelihood, not only for himself, but his livelihood of his wife and his daughter. And from that, just even as a person, as a human being in an empathy state, us thinking about that, it will, and I'm sure will frustrate you. Imagine then I gave you a scene to be able to do it. I'm sure you go in to be able to give that you'll be able to give it some energy, you know, some energy.
Some talent.
It takes some time, but you know, some energies it comes from a natural place of empathy. Like I can't believe that I'm in a role which I'm grateful for, but I'm in a role that is telling this narrative, and that frustration kind of builds naturally.
And such an important one. I feel like the veterans just don't get their due so often. Just switching gears here, of course, you're part of major franchises, Pacific Rim, Star Wars. I told you, my son, he's a huge fan. He's like, wait, who do you have on the show tonight? But any taste of what you're working on that you have coming up? I know you have a new movie that you're working on with Viola Davis. Yeah, I've got a new movie called The Woman King with Viola Davis, and then I've got another movie coming out later this year with Jamie Foxx called They Clone Tyrone. So yeah, we look forward to that one. We are all looking forward to it. Brian, Abi, we thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you, Abi. You too. And their film, Breaking, is out in theaters on August 26th. You're not going to want to miss this.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.